McDonald's. It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. And by Amoco Silver Gasoline. It's better than your regular unleaded, your car knows. And the tap is won by Utah. Well, the Jazz, unbeaten here in the Salt Palace this season, go to work. At the top, jumper no, and the rebound, Maurice Cheeks.
I'd like to see the mailman, Karl Malone, stay out about 20 feet all night long.
I'll tell you what, there were some solemn faces at the shoot-around this morning, but determined faces, and there is one of them, Charles Barkley, who missed that, and it bounces long out to Stockton running. He stops and pops and missed it. The tap by Veroni, no, and Charles jerks it down. And now they're going to get him for an elbow.
Yeah.
With an elbow foul, charge.
And they're going to call a technical on the play.
Take a look at it. He comes down. There's no real reason for him to do that.
It is a technical foul charge to Charles Barkley.
And a technical foul was called on Charles Barkley.
John Stockton shoots the
Those are the things that get Charles in trouble. Charles does an excellent job of pulling down rebounds. There's no reason to do that. And
Well, not when it was Stockton who was on the other
no.
side of him. Stockton's not going to tear the ball away from him. Made the technical free throw, and it's 1-0 Utah, and here's a push. And Joey Crawford working with Terry Durham, and Joey makes the call out back. Personal foul number 1. And team foul number 1. David Wingate. Oh, he beat Hansen by a mile and found Charles, blocked by Eaton, and that's what he can do so well. Cliff misses, and now they run. Stockton down the middle. Malone, no, he's fouled. They're not going to count the basket.
It was nice, though.
Yeah.
It was a nice dunk on the follow-up. Let's take a look at that block on Charles Barkley.
This is what Eaton does so well.
You don't see that. Yeah, you don't see this too often. Goes up strong. Mark Eaton just at 7'4", just went up and knocked it away.
Well, what were we talking about before the game? You got Manute Bol, you got Mark Eaton. Who else?
And
who else? Great shot block.
Who's the other guy?
I don't know. We were just talking about
it. I know.
Whatever.
Here's an interesting tidbit on the mail. Did you know he has 2 18-wheelers?
No.
Well, you do now.
Okay, I do.
I just thought I'd throw that out there for you.
Who was the third guy? You got to think of the other.
I'll come up with it.
Here's the pressure by Utah, and Charles, and a block foul, and that might be on Hansen.
Bobby's first personal foul, second Jazz team foul.
Randy Brewer.
Yes, okay. Mentioned as trade bait, as a matter of fact.
Well, there you go, give him those rumors.
Yeah, you're right. It is 2-0 Utah. Here's Cliff, and he ties the game at 2. Just off the baseline on the right side. Stockton in a hurry, but nothing doing. Now they set up and go to their half-court game. Screen down. Charles bumped away. Ivoroni cut to the middle. Nothing doing there. And here's Eaton. Line drive. Frozen rope hook.
Is that a sky hook?
No, that looked like one of your jumpers. It's a line drive, baby. But he knocked it down. And Mark Eaton will be our halftime feature. Wingate, yes.
And Freddie Carter was working with David yesterday at practice, and today, once again, on his jump shot. And there it proved it worked out very well for him.
Now, see, Stockton drives the middle, scores, and that's one of the things that really had Matty concerned in the last 2 ball games, that people were able to penetrate and run right down the lane.
Well, he was stressing that yesterday. He was also stressing that again today, that don't allow people to just go down the middle of our defense. Come over and help and make them dish the ball off.
He made the free throw. It is 7-4 Utah. Maurice, no. Charles rips down the rebound. Falls, fire, scores.
Can't get them all, Mark. It's a nice effort on Charles Barkley's part.
7-6. Low post, backing in. Malone,
One of the things the Sixers are going to have to do is they're going to have to execute, but they're not. They're going to have to go through all the options of the play sometimes.
Well, exactly. You know, we talked about here's the ball slapped away, and Stockton running. It's 3-on-1. He got his hands and he blew it, and Charles comes away with it.
You can't do it. Don't try.
Charles,
set it up, Mo. Set it up. That's the way.
Fires a jumper.
When
yeah.
in doubt.
Yeah, it's one of those where the coach goes, no, no, no. Oh, great shot. No, but you're right. Matty stressed this during the shoot-around today. He said, we have to just come down, be patient, run our offense. Here's Stockton from outside, off the mark, and Cliff snaps down the rebound. Cliff Robinson, Charles Barkley, Mark McNamara, David Wingate, and Mo Cheeks with a belt-high right-hand dribble brings it up against Stockton. Swung to Wingate. Penetrates, goes up, scores, and he's fouled.
Foul on Hansen.
That's going to be, yep.
Pushed him from behind.
Personal foul charge number 20, Bobby Henson, company's second personal foul, third Jazz team.
Here's Wingate driving to the baseline, goes up for the shot, and there's Hansen's hand on his rear end.
Now Freddie was working with Wingate, also with Chris Velp on that very move today.
Yeah, we have a strange face coming into the game right now, Kelly Tripucka. He has not played much for Frank Layden this year.
It is 11-9 Philadelphia. Stockton, Hansen flashed and nothing there. Now he comes back the other way and tried to dump it inside.
Defense.
Yep. Wingate with a steal, 2-on-1, David to the hole, and he scores.
And the Sixers, 13-9 lead with 8:04 left in the first period.
And a 20-second timeout.
Should you need assistance, contact one of the Men in Blue ushers or a Jazz customer service representative. Look now on your Hoop Magazine.
Tomorrow night at 8 on the moving picture, Susan Day and Albert Finney star in the suspenseful murder mystery Looker, right here on Channel 17, The Great Entertainer. Here's what you were talking about, Steve. Good
David
defense.
did an excellent job defensively.
Number 4.
Went up, stole the ball. Easy shot.
And a 7-0 run is the end of this play by Philadelphia.
Finished it off nicely.
Stockton. Tripucka is in the game now. Malone. Swung to the right side, and the jumper is short, and the rebound hauled down by Mark McNamara. Good lead pass ahead to David. And then poked away by Malone out of bounds as Wingate tried to go to Cliff Robinson.
Well, he got himself up in the air, and he really had nowhere to throw the ball, so he just kind of threw it over in Robinson in his area, and it was knocked out by Utah.
Maurice at the top. McNamara the screen, little pick and roll. Now Robinson unloads and scores. And it is 15-9, 76ers. Stockton. Malone posted low, two-man game. Malone spins and fires and missed it. The rebound, Wingate, and he comes out running. 3-on-3. Wingate, Charles the jam. Now, you know, you see something that amazes you every game, right?
Yes.
I know you used to be able to make that move.
Only in my dreams, yes.
Yeah. Here's Charles again. Oh, Stockton better get out. There it is. Goodbye.
Oh, he called called a turnover on that, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Did he or not? 19-9.
We'll find out after the timeout.
He counted the basket. They did count the basket. Charles laid it in. Timeout taken. We're back right after these messages.
A garden center and more, all under one roof. Give you one selection, low prices, and one-stop shopping. Contact Fred Meyer today.
Oh, easy.
19-9 as they counted the last basket for Charles Barkley. Friday, December 4th, the NBA's 1987 All-Star MVP Tom Chambers leads the Seattle Supersonics into the Spectrum to battle the Sixers. You want to be there when the Sixers battle the Sonics Friday, December 4th. We got a whistle following the timeout. Now, they did count the basket for Charles Barkley. After the last play, they waved it. It looked like they waved it off, but they counted it. And Karl Malone at the free throw line. He averaged 17.5 points per game last year, 6.5 rebounds versus the Sixers a year ago. The mailman can deliver. He has developed into an outstanding NBA player.
The stamp is not on the letter yet tonight.
Which one is that?
On the mailman.
On the mailman. No, he hasn't stamped it, but
so
he's got the address on it.
Right.
Charles backing in on Thurl Bailey, and then Eaton got there. Great feed. And McNamara missed it inside, but Charles realized that Eaton had stepped out to pick him up and kicked it back inside.
Had a nice dish off to Mark McNamara. Mark got a little antsy there to get that shot up and missed it.
Maurice,
there you go, Maurice.
Not antsy there.
No.
He poured that in. He was killing people in horse this morning and yesterday. No, that's not saying anything. This is Stockton. They're trying to just jam it inside. Stockton now unloads from outside and scores. The Sixers trying to pack it in the absence of a big man.
Right. Which is good sound defense and good sound team strategy here tonight.
Cliff. No. Rebound. Tripucka. Stockton will push it. Maurice greets him. Al Bailey, the rainbow net there. The Sixers were on a 13-zip run. And now it is Utah fighting back following the timeout. It is 21-14, Philadelphia. Here's the call, Joey Crawford underneath. And it's on Tripucka off the ball.
Team foul number 4, Jazz 4.
Fourth team foul, the first on Tripucka.
Nice picture of the Utah Jazz coaching staff.
Frank Lloyd, one of the funny guys in this business, but a great coach. Wingate takes, bounced in, low post, McNamara goes up, knocked around, and here come the Jazz running the other way. Stockton wisely backs up. Stockton again. Tripucka, bounced into Eaton and stolen by Mo Cheeks. Maurice will wait. Barkley trailing the play. Pulls up at the top. Cheeks will use him as he circles. Charles. The fall away. Short. Rebounding. Stockton comes again. It is 21-14 Philadelphia. With 4:33 left to play in the first quarter. Salt Palace, Salt Lake City, Utah, and you'll find Steve Nicks. Inside, the easy one for Malone. Cliff thought they were going to try and swing the ball, I think.
Well, he was fronting Malone, and Bailey just made an excellent pass to him for the easy layup.
Matty takes the timeout. We're back. 21-16, Philadelphia. Left the player in the first quarter. 21-16, Philadelphia. Don't forget the next Prism telecast will come your way on December 4th when Tom Chambers leads the Supersonics to enter the Spectrum and to face the 76ers. So December 4th on Prism. Jim Barniak and company. Wingate off the glass, a leaping leaner.
Yes.
And
that breaks a 7-2 run. That at least gives them a good opportunity here. Oh, foul. But the Jazz had a 7-2 run going until David hit that leaping leaner, as you said.
Well, you know what, Steve? What we've seen on this road trip has been games of surges, fall back, and then another surge from the 76ers. They went on a 13-zip run and then allowed Utah to climb back in it by going on a 7-2 run.
Well, as long as you don't allow the other team to make a run bigger than you made, you always have a shot at it. And the nice thing about that 13-0 run, everybody was involved in the offense. I mean, you know, Mark McNamara took a couple shots, but at least he was in the offensive flow, even though he didn't make the shots.
Pair of free throws by Karl Malone. He made one of two, I should say. And it is 23-17. This is Cliff posted, trying to back his way in, fakes, fires, and he got fouled by Malone.
First of all, charge 2, number 32, Karl Malone.
Well, the Sixers Steve, on this trip, lost two that they really feel they should have won.
Well, they should have. There's no question. You come out to the West and you play Golden State, who at that particular time had the worst record in basketball. Then you go to Sacramento the next night. You should be 2-0 at this particular time.
Rattles around and kicks out, and that's one of the problems that they've had. Free throw shooting.
Free throw shooting.
To get to here is the dunk. Thurl Bailey just pounded that home as he flashed the baseline off the right side. This is Cliff again, one-on-one. Trapuka trying to double. That's an illegal defense, and the call is made. I was going to ask you, are some of these buildings, when you come west, you only come out here one time a year if you're an Eastern Conference team. Some of the buildings more difficult to play in. This one used to be difficult because of the lighting.
Right, and I think because of the air.
Yeah, the guys even just warming up. There's Charles. Well, you don't need any air for that.
No, no, that's just brute strength and talent.
But some of them are more difficult, are they not?
Well, they really are. If you look up here, look at the lights, how bright they are. In certain areas of the court, it's going to be very difficult to shoot unless you're doing it every single day like the home team does.
Bailey misses, and McNamara rebounds. It is 26-19, Philadelphia. Maurice will bring it up. Now, Matty would like them to just control the tempo.
And they're doing an excellent job of that so far.
He doesn't want them to get in a hurry. There's the skip pass.
Right there.
Wingate ducks in, goes all the way to the glass.
Oh, offensive foul. Threw the right hand out. Let's take a look at it again on replay. Wingate goes down, goes up for the shot with the left hand, throws his right hand out, knocks Thurl Bailey away. Good call on the referee's part.
Stockton bounced into Malone. He throws it up off balance, misses, and Cliff the rebound.
Cliff did an excellent job of almost knocking that ball out and causing Malone to have a little variation in his normal shot.
2:16 left to play, first quarter. Sixers in front, 26-19 Wingate. And McNamara, a little two-man game. Now he flips it back to Maurice at the top. He shovels inside McNamara for Cliff, and the shot clock and expired. So a good job by Utah.
That was an excellent job by Utah defensively. Mark McNamara had the ball about 5 feet from the bucket, but all of a sudden, just when he thought about going up, he looked into the 7'4" Mark Eaton.
Okay, here comes Vincent Askew. He's into the game for the Sixers. Now, he didn't play the last couple of ball games. Didn't play at all in the last one. There's Charles. That'll be goaltending.
Well, Charles, you can't do that and expect to get away with it.
Yeah, we'll get a look. This is a good call as well. Right there. The ball's on its way down.
Yeah.
And had a chance to get to the rim. Driving, cheeks, no, and here comes Stockton. It's 2-on-2. No, Stockton the rebound, back up and good. Now it is 26-23 as Utah has made its run. 1:21 left to play in the first period. Sixers in front and with the basketball. Mark McNamara for Charles, and they isolate him on the left side. Swung hard to Askew. Vincent buries it.
There you go. Hit your first shot.
Yep.
Get the confidence level up.
That'll be interesting, as we said at the very top, to watch Matty's rotation. He only has 10 people. Outside, Bailey, no. Rebound, Trapuka back up and good.
And that's the second time that Vincent Askew has allowed a man to get an offensive rebound. The last time he was back defensively, he allowed Stockton to get it and lay it in. This time, Kelly Trapuka did the same thing. He's going to have to do an excellent job of boxing out if he expects to get any more minutes tonight.
Here's Barkley driving, firing, and knocked to the floor. Askew knew it, too, because he turned around and glanced back down at the coaches on the bench.
Here comes Mrs. Mary Pies in right here. Look at this guy. About 350 pounds of Mel Turpin, huh? Have another pizza, Mel.
Yeah. You know what? They seem to get bigger.
Yeah.
In other words, here goes Eaton as Charles makes a first. But there's a look at Mel Turpin. I mean, I don't want to meet him in an alley.
The round mound is something, but we're not sure.
Yeah. Charles bangs home the second one. Now Stockton tries to push it. And fires. And misses. And the rebound, Charles.
Last shot, 21 seconds to go.
A 30-25 Sixer lead. Maurice with plenty of time. Shot clocks are turned off. And Mo just kind of pounds it outside.
Move it.
He'll go with 8. Askew raises up. Nope. Rebound, Turpin. Ahead to Stockton. Walking. They're going to get it back with 1 second.
Good play on Maurice's part.
Yeah.
Excellent defensive play.
He has a sense for that.
Oh,
I mean, just in other words,
does.
just stand there, and the guy turns around and tries to start with his dribble, and he runs right into him.
Right. Well, let's see what we can do here with 1 second.
Well, they're going to try and back pick here. That's my guess. Here goes Charles. The lob. Charles knocked about 3 people down, and no foul called. So we played 1 quarter. The end of the first quarter. The Sixers 30. The Jazz 25. Back right after this.
Mike Paulson and Jason Duckworth are back contestants in the first match of the Jazz.
Sixers have done pretty much what they had designed this morning in the absence of 2 starters, at least in the first quarter.
Well, they're getting production out of some of the players coming off the bench and some of the people that they had to start in replace of Hinson and
Tim McCormick.
Tim McCormick. Thank you.
Yeah,
I went blank for a minute. I went absolutely blank.
You were later. You were a later arrival. You know what? I'm gonna help you. Right now, it's Askew, Barkley, Cheeks, Brains, and Cliff Robinson. Matty trying to juggle, adjust, and here is Charles, and that will not go, but he will get to the line.
Well, that middle opens up a little bit more without Eaton in there, because Mel Turpin cannot do the job defensively that Eaton can do. He just goes right up.
You're not as intimidating.
No.
You see the big guy, and guys like Bull and Eaton, whom we talked about earlier, they don't necessarily have to leave their feet to reject a shot. They can just stand in the middle of the lane.
Right.
There's a look at Matt Gukas as he chats now. He's talking with Cliff Robinson. So they've had to change things up in the absence of McCormick and Hinson.
They've taken their time, and they're executing the plays much better than I've seen them in the last 2 games.
Yeah, their half-court game has been much better. They're not trying. In fact, I don't think they want to run. There's Cheeks. He got his hand on it. Good play. Ivoroni saved it. Trapuka for 3. No. Rebound, Turpin. And Cheeks takes it away. Cheeks for Askew for the trailer of Brains, and a whistle and a foul. But the Sixers have tried to be more patient. They'll run off their defense if they can.
Well, they tried to push the ball up there a little bit, and I heard Matty yesterday explaining to Maurice that if you see somebody up in front of you, pass them the ball, because it's a lot faster to get the ball up on a pass like that than it is to dribble it up. You get a lot more accomplished in a hurry that way.
Here they come in the half-court game. Charles is there. He spins around, doubled, and back outside for Maurice. Charles thought about the 3. Here he goes. No. Slapped out. Cliff has it. On the way and good. Nothing but net there.
Look at the way they're taking the ball to hoop now. 5 minutes ago, they were not doing that.
Well, they're going to have to. Ricky Green is checked in.
Well, they can do it now, too, because like we said before, the shot blocker is not there.
This is Trapuka. Fires. No. Rebound. Cliff. Cheeks, Barkley, Robinson, Brains, and Askew. For Utah, Ricky Green in the backcourt. Turpin, Ivoroni. Here is Robinson against Ivoroni, and he buries that.
Mark had a nice article in the paper today. Talked about his defensive abilities and what he's meant to the Jazz since he started for the last few games.
Okay, the other 2 I left out, Trapuka and Thurl Bailey. Here's Ivoroni, one-on-one with Barkley. The jumper is good. Now, see, Charles challenged him to take that shot.
Well, if you put some type of defensive pressure on it, Mark will normally won't take that shot. If you just say, go ahead and take it, He will take it.
Sixers,
He has to take it.
we're on a 6-0 run, and Ivoroni ended that. Here's
Confusion
Cheeks.
again.
Now Brains will cut away. Charles should come across the lane. Here is Cliff, no, and Bailey the rebound. Thurl Bailey bounced ahead of Ricky Green, and he can fly. He pulls up. That don't go, and Charles jerks down the rebound.
Ricky Green could possibly be the quickest guard in the NBA.
I'll tell you what, from the three-point circle to the other three-point circle, I don't think there's anybody quicker.
I bet if you two started at the end court, he could beat you by half a court.
No, if he would run backwards, I couldn't beat him. Maurice with 3 on the shot clock. Yeah,
Why not?
I'll tell you why not. He just pounded Freddie Carter, the assistant coach of the Sixers, yesterday in a shooting game.
And he beat me also. I'll give him credit.
All right. Give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
Well, of course, there's an excuse for you, and I'll get to that later. Thurl Bailey against Cliff Robinson.
Back off.
Yeah, he's got to help. Here's Ivoroni. Wheels in. Fakes.
Oh, it's offense. Offensive foul on Mark Ivoroni. Good call.
He did raise Charles up, but then the offensive foul. We're going to take a look.
Okay.
Watch Charles.
Gets Charles to go up. Fakes. Goes in. Throws the left arm out. Look at the left arm.
Yep.
Good call. He tried to refute that call, but to no avail.
8:40 left to play in the first half. 38-27. The Sixers. Great pass by Charles. Askew pounded, but he got it back himself. There's the pass again across the lane. This time intended for Brains.
Askew started out just way too late. He could have had a layup. He was about 15 feet away when Charles saw him. He never moved into the bucket when his defensive player left him. He has to learn that.
Not a shooting foul. This is Charles one-on-one. Stripped and stolen. Here comes Ricky Green. He can fly. The bounce to Darrell Griffin. Bingo. Well, you don't want to let him get off.
Is he still known as Dr. Duncanstein, or did he change his nickname now?
I think he changed his name to Mr. 3-Point, Mr. I will fill it up if you let me get off.
There you go.
Here comes Eaton, who's going to check back in. Cheeks for Barkley. Charles. Askew. Jumper. Yes. Nothing but net there. Benson with his second field goal and his 4th point. 40-29 Sixers. They need a couple of good defensive trips here to really take Utah out of their game. Griffin again and good again. You can mark that down. If he gets started,
Could be lights out. But the Sixers still hold a 9-point lead, 40-31, with 7:15 to go.
and again, they've got to be patient here.
Yes.
And that's what Matty wants them to do. Here comes Maurice. Charles for 3. No. Maurice almost had it, and it's tipped loose and picked up by Bailey, and then handed to Ricky Green. Green for Thurl Bailey. Stripped by Charles. It's 2-on-2. Here comes Charles. Down the lane layup is good with the left
Ricky
hand.
Green was not going to get in the way of Charles Barkley. He just kind of, yes, right. Might lose a step or two, right?
Green. Griffith.
Good block.
Blocked by Askew. Inside, stolen by Cliff. And there.
Oh, no.
An offensive foul on Cliff. But, well, if we see it again, we'll see if Griffith was moving. We're going to have a timeout first, though. 42-31. Sixers. 6:30 left to play. Back right after this.
Jazz fans' homes built with old-fashioned quality, comfort, and style. Come into any of Lichty's 8 locations and receive 10 Jazz tickets with the purchase of a new home. That's Lichty Homes.
56%. There's my 20 and 12. 2 boards.
Fresh from
Long ways off, buddy.
Mountain
Hey, partner.
Try it for a change.
I still
We got a
got
long way. We got a long way.
30 minutes ago.
We got a long way to go.
14 to 6 is the Jazz where the Colts 3 points. 25.
So it's 14. It was 28-25.
And
then a 14 to 6 run by the Sixers.
Hotel app. You are the winner of this. Broadway Cafe located right next door to DoubleTree Hotel. Report now to the Blue Cross Blue Shield sign for that lucky program. If you don't have a sticker, you're still
Time,
the winner with a
score,
prize.
and Robin.
What?
He didn't hear you.
Your ticket to the left
Had his
Now I
headset
hear you.
on.
Now I hear you.
Subaru, 5680 South State Street in Murray.
Time, score, drop in. That's what I'm going to do, Charlie.
Back in for the Jazz, number 53, Mark Eaton for Mel Turbin.
6.5 left to play here in the first half. 42-31 Philadelphia. High-flying Clyde Drexler and the Trailblazers come to town on Wednesday, December 9th to take on the 76ers. You'll want to be on hand to watch Charles and company face the Trailblazers. Wednesday, December 9th at the Spectrum.
And we have an interesting statistic. The last 2 games, the Sixers were barely shooting 32% for the most part for the whole game. Tonight, the first period, the Sixers were 13 out of 23 for 56.5%. So that I think what happened is they're working the offense and they're getting the shots that they should get.
More patient.
Yep.
Albert King has checked in during the timeout. Makes his first appearance. Had a good shooting night in his last outing. Outside Bailey, no, and Maurice will run it down baseline left. Now watch how patient. Let's see how patient they are this time. When they're going to come up, set it up, and not try and force the issue.
Oh, you have.
Askew against Griffith for Albert King. Thought about it, didn't. Back to Askew. Thought about it, didn't.
Nice
Back
ball
to Chase.
movement.
Yep. Now they swing. Albert short. Charles good.
Blocked that one, big fella.
Yeah. Charles with a jam. 44-31.
And they worked that ball for 22 seconds before the shot went up.
There's a near steal. Running down Malone. A finger roll that's good. And that's, he's got the rep now, and he only ran from the top of the key without putting it on the floor.
And a couple jumps.
Yeah. Maurice using McNamara. Spins around his man, batted away. Maurice got it back, lost it, got it back, lost it.
Oh my
to the
goodness.
Jazz. No, don't say it. Don't even say it.
I won't.
Don't even say it.
Jazz ball. Jazz substitution, John Stockton in for Ricky Green.
I won't say anything.
I'm not going to.
All I know is Matty didn't like the call either.
Well, it happens. Here is Stockton. Stockton, Griffith, Karl Malone, Thurl Bailey, and Markey. That's blocked by Askew.
Second one.
Caught it loose, picked up by Askew. The outlet is ahead for Cheeks. Maurice dribbled it off his foot and then was able to catch up to it.
Fist play.
See, Maurice trying to, here's the fist.
Set it up.
They'll come around the screen. Charles, watch.
Double team. Somebody's got to be open.
Yeah, there's the skip pass.
Askew there
back.
again.
Great pass.
Oh, shoot it.
Violation.
Understand the clock. Know how much time is left on the clock at all times.
Second turnover, only the second by Philadelphia.
Frank looks upset, doesn't he? Yeah.
Second in this quarter, I should say. Oh, I'm sorry, my statistician tells me that's the second shot clock violation. I thought Albert had a good read inside, but didn't see the clock. Driving Griffith. No, and Charles will have another. No, this is going to be McNamara for Cheeks.
Mark's doing a good job in there defensively.
We haven't said it. You know, he hasn't touched the ball that much, but
he's got 2 shots.
Here's
but he's
Albert.
doing a real nice job defensively.
Charles tried to keep it alive. Now, what the Sixers have to do, and they haven't been doing, is get back. And they didn't there, but the mailman did not deliver that time.
No stamp on that letter.
All right, now here's Maurice again with a belt-high right-hand dribble, and Goes to McNamara.
Oh.
Bounced inside, and Charles had cut away.
Yeah, he went
Stockton
back door.
running. Griffith finishes it off at the other end.
Timeout, Philadelphia.
And the Sixers want a timeout. 44-35, the Sixers. Back right after this.
AT&T is pleased to welcome Bell Style Furniture Rental to tonight's game as a new Spirit Systems customer.
Yeah, I didn't understand what
Systems Company was a complete line of telephone communication system designed to assist small businesses and
Yeah, that's a good point.
Bell Style Furniture and AT&T teaming up for the future. Visit American Savings for all your financial needs. Whether you need money to spend or to save, our friendly staff will give you the personal attention you deserve. And your money is insured by the FSLIC up to $100,000. American Savings, your partners in money management. For mufflers, brakes, shocks, springs, and struts, see your 11 locally owned Midas Muffler and Brake Centers, serving the people of Utah for over 30 years.
Now they go back to the studio.
Safety Office Products, Utah's newest, hottest supplier of office products delivered right to your door, would like to recognize AT&T, a fine Utah Jazz sponsor, by giving them a $50 gift certificate off their next order. Call us cheap, call us fast, just call us Same-Day Office Products. If you have a sticker on page 161 of your Hoop magazine, you want a Cellular One t-shirt and the chance to qualify to win the use of a Cellular One mobile phone for 6 months absolutely free. Report to the Blue Cross Blue Shield sign, and remember tonight, Cellular One representative will be offering Jazz fans the chance to use a cellular phone. You may call home or across the country. Tonight, the Cellular One...
3:16 left to play here in the first half. 44-35 Philadelphia. They've slowed the tempo, dictated it. And they have had 2 shot clock violations, but maybe that's because they're going more to their half-court game.
Well, I'm sure that Matty, even though he doesn't like to see the shot clock run out, at least the Sixers are working very patiently on offense.
And Utah not able to run
right
off of their defense. Albert King from outside. Bang, he measured that. Albert King with his first field goal.
And Freddie Carter was working with Albert King today also.
I beat Albert in a shooting game, 2 shooting games. He cannot shoot free throws left-handed.
Well, yeah, tell everybody how you play him.
Well,
so you don't explain that.
Oh, I cheated.
Well, yeah, you make it sound like you can really shoot.
I happen to be a great shooter. 46-35. Side, Malone, no, Cliff, and that should be a loose ball, and it is. Over the back, Cliff kind of rubbing his head as he was hammered from behind. Karl Malone, his second, the team's 4th. We have 2:32 left to play, and what has been a fast-paced first half, despite the fact the Sixers have just gone to really a half-court game. They haven't tried to run at all.
Illegal.
They're yelling for an illegal defense. They're not going to get it. Albert from outside. It's way off the mark. And the rebound, Malone. Stockton. It's 3-on-3 on the break. Stockton for Griffith. The jumper is good.
Now, did you see the difference? When Albert King caught the ball, he still had to face up to the bucket last time down the floor for the Sixers. When Daryl Griffith caught the ball, he was already squared up, had his position, and could go up very confidently and shoot it.
Albert.
Slight difference there.
For Cheeks, inside Barkley, poked away. Stockton runs again, 2-on-2. Griffith sails to the hole, nope. And Charles, the rebound, and Charles says to Mo, let's just walk it up. 46-37. Sixers would like to get a couple here in the final minute 33 of the first half. Cheeks from outside, that won't fall. Charles, the rebound, back outside. Cheeks again unloads. No again. Kept alive by McNamara, and a loose ball foul on Mark.
Loose ball foul charge to number 31, Mark McNamara.
His first. He has 1. Wingate has 3. Go ahead.
Matty wanted Maurice to pull that ball out and set it up once again. Even though Maurice had the open 20-footer, you never know what you can get if you pull it out and set up a play.
Stockton shaking his head no at Malone, who now slices into the lane. Griffith, top of the key. Bingo again. Griffith off the bench in double figures with 5 field goals and 10 points.
He can feel it tonight.
Yep, 46-39. Again, he's another one of those street shooters that we talk about. Cliff. Charles.
Wow. The big fella, Mark Eaton. Whacked Charles Barkley on the arm.
Charles upset because he didn't knock it down.
Let's take a look at it. Here he goes. Charles goes up, pulls the ball way back, and lets it go
on his way down.
On his way down.
Now Charles gets to the free throw line.
And Charles averaged 26.5 points per game last year versus the Jazz.
And he is 5 for 5 from the free throw line tonight and has 17 in the ball game.
You get that sound of the ball swishing through the net, right?
Yeah.
That sounds beautiful. You love to hear that.
Here it is again. He is 6 for 6 from the line. Stockton in a hurry. Now Utah would like to get the Sixers into a transition game, a running game.
Good
Poked away Cheeks. Oh, great play. A lead pass for Cliff and the layup.
Great defense. Sixers are playing the best defense I've seen them play in a long time.
50-39 with 29 seconds left to play in the first half. Sixers in front, Jazz with the ball. Stockton, free throw line extended on the right side. Low post just off the box. The turnaround jumper is on the rim and good. Thurl Bailey has his 4th field goal.
One shot.
Or was it Malone?
Karl Malone.
It was Malone and not Bailey. Driving Cheeks. Maurice bounces it back out. Maurice upset with himself.
And this is the play Matty was working on today. Isolate Charles on the out-of-bounds play. I don't think it's going to, not much time left.
Well, there he goes. He raises up.
And it's good! Count it! And it was just like it was drawn on the board.
53-41 as Charles knocks in a three-pointer at the buzzer. We go to the locker rooms at halftime. The Sixers in front, back right after this. Stay tuned for Center Court with Harry Donahue. I didn't, well, I thought maybe you would show the play again because we touched on it.
There he goes again, hollering at you.
You're exactly right. Why does he holler?
Well, that was the one worry that Matty had, I think. Will everybody be able to come and play, even though they haven't had a whole lot of time? Vincent Askew, as an example, came in and scored 3 or 4 buckets for Matty. Mark McNamara has come in and done an excellent job defensively. And like you said, the nice thing the Sixers are doing, they're sagging, they're playing team defense, but they're also doing an excellent job of running the clock. Maurice is doing a super job of running the team, getting everybody in position, and using the clock to slow the offense down, which I haven't seen in the games I've done so far. Well, I think what Matty's trying to do, obviously, is in the key positions. You know, you have to use your big men, and I think what he's doing with Albert is using them in the backcourt. He's trying to use them at the 2 and the 3 position. He's been bringing in Vincent Askew to play defense on Stockton and Darrell Griffith. And so far, I think Vincent has done an excellent job. He got into the flow of it a little bit after a couple minutes of play, but since that time, he's done a good job.
Of the 82-83 all-rookie team. The 5th member is no longer playing in the NBA. Who is he? Now, wait, I'm going to give you a clue.
Then why ask the question if he's
former
not?
Indiana
I don't know. I have no idea. You won. How's that?
Clark Kellogg.
Steve
Brennan wins.
This guy's not even in the
Just
league
that
anymore.
Easy, fans, especially when you're dealing with Steve Mix. Send your question to the address on the screen, and maybe you'll be a winner as well.
I told you it was easy. Stop sending me these questions.
Travel arrangements made through Eastern, the airline with more flights to more of Florida. This holiday season, fly with Eastern to a memorable vacation. Eastern, we've got your ticket.
Was that his prize that he won?
No.
If I would have answered that question correctly,
No.
I would have gone on Eastern?
Well, yeah, I mean, they are our official airline. WPHL.
Yeah.
You didn't know it was Clark Kellogg?
The guy's not.
We are now 2 for 9, I think.
I mean,
Or 2 for 11 or something.
if somebody came to you and said, you know,
I would have answered it.
who was the only All-Star on the 76ers team in 1976? Who would you say?
I would say Steve Mix.
Yeah, well, he's not even in the league, so who cares?
You're right. 53-41. We're just underway here in the second half as the Sixers bring it up. They were very patient in the first half. There's this skip pass across the top. Cheeks, nope. And the rebound will be run down by Karl Malone. Stockton at the point. Driving, firing, scoring.
Sixers open up defensively with allowing Stockton to drive right down the middle. They have to get back if they expect to win this game.
Well, they did.
Yes, they
some
did.
things. They did some things well in the first half. One of them was getting back.
Yes.
The second was they made their free throws. And the third was they ran what Matty wanted, which was their half-court offense, and didn't let Utah get into the running game. They're in it now, though. The ball out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Jazz. But they didn't allow Utah to get into that transition game.
Absolutely.
Here is Bailey. Nope, but he's pushed from behind.
Foul on Cliff Robinson.
Right now it's McNamara, Cliff Robinson, Mo Cheeks, David Wingate, and Charles Barkley.
And in two surprising statistics, the Sixers shot 53%, 22 for 41, and out-rebounded the Jazz by 2, 21-19.
This is Thurl Bailey. Nope. Short off the front of the rim. They are now 5 for 9 from the free throw line. That was an area that had been killing the 76ers in the first 2 games of this road trip.
Did you know that Thurl Bailey acted in Of Mice and Men as a college junior?
No, and as you said before, who cares? He missed the second as well. We do care about that. McNamara for Wingate. Now Cliff. Charles at the top, traveling. Good call.
Yes. That extra little step.
Yeah. I should say Terry Durham was right on top of it and made the call, and a good call. And here's a whistle at the other end. Terry Durham underneath, and the foul is charged to Mo Cheeks.
John Stockton shooting 2.
Stockton makes the first free throw. Stockton, only player off the bench to rank in the top 10 with 177 steals last year. He has great quickness.
And here comes the press, and Mo's all open. Wide open, take it. Ooh, nice pass. Behind the back. Excellent pass by Maurice Cheeks.
Right decision.
Well, if you're going to break the press, that's a heck of a way to do it.
And Cliff finished it off. Sixers played excellent defense in the first half. 55-45. Outside, Bailey scores. Now Maurice. Half-court game. Let's see if they run the fist here. Nope. Cheeks down the lane and fouled. Maurice knifing in from left to right. He just kind of slashed his way in there and drew the foul. The foul charged to Thurl Bailey. I'll tell you what, Maurice showed me something there. He took it right at Markey.
Well, you have to. If you're going to take it to the big fella, it's got to be right at him.
And he makes a pair of freebies. They are 10 for 11 from the free throw line.
Sixers got back defensively that time.
Hansen for Eaton. Hansen unloads. Nope. Ball tapped out of bounds. It's going to belong to Utah. Hansen and Stockton, Thurl Bailey, Eaton, and Malone. There's the lob out back, and that was nearly stolen by Cliff. Sixers doing a nice job of doubling down, and Eaton with a line drive hook again, his first field goal of the second half and his second of the game.
And that's only his second shot, though. So Mark Eaton is not a true offensive threat.
No, but he said, look at him, just plants himself in the middle. Charles spins in, and a whistle, and it's off of the hands of Charles.
Get back.
And here is Stockton, and a block foul on Charles. That's 2 on Charles Barkley. Now he has 2, Cliff 3. 3 on Wingate, and 2 on Mo Cheeks. Matty with a pensive expression. Driving Bailey, finger roll no, and Cheeks grabs the rebound.
The Jazz are trying to push it up.
Yeah, they're trying to change up the tempo.
Yep. Put it in there, put it in! Oh my goodness. Mark, you gotta make him, buddy.
Charles, little pat. And the offensive foul as well on Mark McNamara. (57-49) Sixers. Here's the little line drive hook by Thurl Bailey.
Eaton hits the left hand on the opposite side last time, and Thurl Bailey throws in the right hand hook this time. Matty calls timeout.
And a good timeout with 8:40 left. The Sixers lead by 6, 57-51. Back right after this. You know what's scary? Okay. You know what's scary is that, no, I'm not talking to you. A and B are talking. Scary. This team has been so streaky on this road trip.
They could win this game. Right?
.40 left to play here in the third period. Neil Funk with Steve Mix, a 57-51 Sixer lead. And kids, you won't want to miss this chance to play ball with your favorite Sixers Saturday, December 12th, when they host the Denver Nuggets. Show us your best moves during a pregame clinic hosted by Sixers assistant coach Jim Lynam. That's Saturday, December 12th. The Denver Nuggets, the Sixers, and the clinic to boot. Steve, the frightening part is that the Sixers have played like this in the other 2 games on the road. Here's Cliff. The turnaround is good, but in streaks where they will run it up a little bit, and then all of a sudden they let the other team back in the game.
But the nice thing to watch is that the Sixers, like we said the first half, are taking their time offensively, but they're also doing a nice job defensively.
Hanson carries a 3.
You can't give anybody that much time.
And now it's a 5-point game, 59-54. No. Tapped out, and here comes Stockton. 2-on-1. Ahead to Karl Malone and out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Sixers. Maurice went down hard, but it's all right.
Got poked in the eye as Karl Malone was trying to find the handle. There it is.
Give him a pretty good whack.
Yes,
there,
he did.
But no foul. But my point is that they have stretches where they're you know, they reel off, as they did in the first half of this game, like a 12-0 run or a 13-0 run, and then all of a sudden they let the other team back in. Cliff posted. And looks, and looks, and looks.
Better hurry up.
6 on the shot clock. Wingate had to force it, missed it. Charles trying to run it down, and there's another loose ball foul on Charles. Now on CB, that is number 2. Well, now let's see.
Delay of game warning for Charles.
And a delay of game warning.
That's the second one. So let's shoot it, huh?
He's had a ton of those.
Yes.
He is not giving it to the official.
Well, now see, that's silly. You know, all you have to do is give the ball to the official.
Bailey,
and therefore you can eliminate a lot of the problems that you have with some of the officials in the league.
well, Bailey, fouled by Charles, will shoot. He is 0 for 2 from the free throw line. I shouldn't have said that.
No.
He's 2 for 2. I didn't mean it. Now he's 1 for 3. 59-55.
And stroking it real nice right now, right?
Yep.
There you go. There we put the jinx back on him.
7.5 left to play, third quarter. Neil Funk, Steve Mix at the Salt Palace in Salt Lake City, Utah. He makes the second. Now the full court pressure. And they go man, and there's the trap. And David kicks it off his foot, and Utah got it back.
Well, Frank Clayton did a nice job that time without Maurice in there. Frank wanted to see what Sixer was going to handle the ball and handle it properly.
Well, that's
David Wingate did not handle it properly.
had evened up the turnover total at 11 each, and now the leaner inside. And now let's see what Joey Crawford's got.
And a delay of game warning charge to the Jazz.
A delay of game warning
Yeah.
charge to
The
Utah.
ball went in, and Malone hit it out again. Knocked it right out of bounds. Cannot do
Here's
that.
the pressure again.
There you
Wingate
go.
this time
Take
runs
it
right
all
through
away.
it. Tried to bounce to Charles, knocked loose, picked up by Cliff,
There
and
you
he
go.
scored.
Over the big fella's outstretched hand.
61-58. But Utah beginning to
Frank
close
is up
in.
and moving.
Yep. Stockton works the left side, just below the hash mark. To the top. Gunned right side. Hansen for 3. Good again. And we're tied at 61. They take the pressure off.
Well, Stockton did an excellent job of swinging that ball around to Hansen. Hansen got in foul trouble the first half early, and we couldn't see what he could really do on his shot.
Wingate from
Wingate for
outside.
2 answers Hansen. Get back.
Here comes Hansen.
Get
He scores again. He scored 8 very quick points.
Very quick points. But once again, the Sixers are falling into the trap that they did the last couple of games, not getting back and giving up those easy buckets. They cannot afford to do that.
63-63 tie. David drives. Tried to lay it off to Charles. It's out of bounds, but Eaton touched it last. Well, it's going to belong to the Sixers. And a timeout taken with 6:09 left to play in the third. We're tied at 63.
Now what are they throwing at you? Look at all these things. Hold it. Look out. This was right after your era, wasn't it, this song?
Take your mini ball from the redemption booth located below the KSTU sign at courtside. Take up your pride.
Why are all those seats empty up there then?
Guy lied to us.
Season ticket holders that didn't show.
No, it's not a season ticket up there, is it?
That would be season. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That would be season ticket holders.
That's for like a guy that shows up at 7:25.
Look down page 157 of your Hoop magazine, and you have a stick of underground furniture service present Bring him on out, Baptist Jazz!
6:09 left in the third, and the Jazz on a 20-10 run have tied the game at 63 apiece.
And just to prove our point, Neil, that the Jazz are shooting 8 for 10 this period, and they probably have 3 or 4 easy layups to kind of, you know, to get them up to that 80%. The Sixers are 4 for 9 for 44%.
And here's a technical on Karl Malone. So he draws a tee, Charlie in the game, and it'll be Wingate to shoot the free throws. This is sellout number 7, 12,212 here in the Salt Palace as Wingate makes the technical free throw. (64-63) Sixers, the 1-point lead in the ball. 6 minutes left. Third quarter.
Middle. Hook shot.
Left. Blocked by Eaton right into the hands of Stockton. Bounce to Hansen. He drives and scores. You can't run it any better than that.
No.
The block.
The block. The
Good lead
outlet pass to the layup.
65-64, and suddenly Utah has the lead by 1. Now the Sixers don't want to panic here. Wingate against Eaton, had to kick it out to Colder. Nope. Rebound. Barkley had it, and then Eaton tore it away. Stockton will run. Stockton. Side Bailey, and he jammed. Natty may get a timeout as they bring it up. Coulter comes to the top. He's going to watch him work it one more time. Kohler for Charles Barkley. The ISO. He drives, goes up, no.
And a block.
This is Charles isolated on the right wing.
3 and a 1 dribble, 4 steps,
And a foul.
and a foul. He obviously got fouled before he walked.
Jazz have their first lead since they led at 9-8. Charles again isolated.
Nice,
Scores
nice.
with the left hand. Great move. 67-66, Utah. By 1 with 4:44 left.
And Albert King into the game.
Here's Malone. Little baby hook in the lane,
Yeah.
and he scores.
Well, he caught Cliff Robinson out of position. They had a nice pass into Malone for the easy hook shot.
See, where the Sixers in the first half were making Utah play their game.
Yeah.
Now Utah is making the Sixers play their game. Robinson, yeah, knocked that down.
Now see, Cliff can do that all day on Karl Malone. To take it to the middle where the Jazz wants you to take it is silly. Just turn around, take that nice little turnaround jumper. He's been hitting it. Don't make it any more complicated than it is.
This is Hansen.
Still hot.
King runs at him, and he missed it, and Barkley the rebound. Albert King, Mark McNamara, Cliff Robinson, Charles Barkley, and Steve Coulter right now for Philadelphia. Stockton, Malone, Eaton, Bailey, and Hansen for Utah. Charles. Nothing but string music right there. 70-69, Sixers go back on top by 1. You're watching Sixers basketball on WPHL. TV 17, Philadelphia. And we've got a timeout with 3:28 left to play. Here in the third, Sixers by 1. Back right after this.
Everyone has problems in life, but when problems seem bigger than life, that's when people need someone to turn to. For help with problems like drug abuse, depression, anxiety, or family or marital problems, call Charter Hospitals of Utah, the one to turn to, 1-800-962-HOPE. For a great deal on a new Chrysler or Plymouth, see one of Utah's Super 6 Chrysler Plymouth dealers. Layton Hills in Layton, Doug Smith in Bountiful, Larry H. Miller in Murray, Rick Warner in Salt Lake.
Charles Barkley with 25, Cliff Robinson with 19.
And Cliff has done a nice job of responding to Hinson and McCormick's injuries because they needed some offense out of him tonight.
Jazz to inbound. trailing by 1. Ivoroni has checked in during the timeout. This is Stockton, who will run the show. Stockton thinks about it, now unloads and scores. Stevie gave him ground, thinking he was going to go to the two-man game with Karl Malone, and Stockton said, well, if you're going to give me room, I'll shoot it. 71-70, Utah. Charles, they isolate him again. Now watch this defense collapse, and there's a fake and a walk. Turnover number 12. .256 left. Stockton pounds a belt high right hand dribble, now comes up top to Daryl Griffith. That looked like me at the shoot-around this morning.
Call a foul.
Personal foul charge to number 17, Albert King is first.
Albert the foul. Let's see if we can see it. I mean, it's the worst-looking shot maybe ever put up.
Albert went up real nice.
Now, look.
Where's the call?
I don't know. There was no foul. And Griffith misses the first. So
doesn't matter. Guess
justice.
what? Griffith is on the line.
Yeah, you're right. They are 9 for 15 from the line. And now 10 for 16. Where did you see a foul?
I did not see a foul.
Thank you. 72-70 Utah. Sixers look for the tie. Albert against Griffith. Plenty of time. 11 on the shot clock. Oh, that's
Double dribble.
Oh man.
And guess what? He got away with it.
He got away with that.
Let's see if the referee noticed I dribbled 10 seconds ago.
Saved. If Charlie Stopak can save that, that's a beauty. Ties the game at 72. I mean, that's...
Referees fell asleep for a minute.
Griffith for 3. The home run, no.
Get it.
The rebound, run down by Stockton. Pass under 8 to Ivoroni for the dunk. Stockton, the long rebound, and then he just gummed it underneath, and Ivoroni was all alone. We've had 6 lead changes in the game. Right now, the Jazz in front. And there's Charles. There's a loose ball foul. Foul is charged to Charles.
Barkley, number 3.
That's number 3.
Pushed Ivoroni right in the back.
Ricky Green checks in for
You just can't make it that obvious.
I would love to see that sequence again.
Charlie's giving you a hint.
That we don't have it.
No.
Yes. Ivoroni at the free throw line. Played for the Sixers, the championship. For the World Championship, 1983.
I was on that Laker team. You know that.
Yes, I do.
Matter of fact, I'm 0 for 4 in championship series. Now they stuck me with you.
0 for 5. 76-72, Utah. The top, Albert thought about it and didn't. Now Colton, that won't go.
Now,
you know what?
Griffith.
You know what? And
let's take a look at Albert King's last move here. See if he did double dribble.
Well, we got a foul here anyway, so we'll look at it when we get an opportunity. There was no question he told us. Steve Colton or Charles. Fires from outside. Knocked it down. But Steve, the point I was going to make a moment ago is they have now become a perimeter shooting team again. They're rushing things, not working the clock. There's Griffith. Great move inside. Little reverse, used the rim nicely.
But the first half, they would have cut that baseline off. Second half, they're not utilizing the clock properly. They're not running the plays like they were.
In and out, and eating the rebound. Here they come. Now they see they can run. Ivoroni, Griffith.
Nice block.
Stolen right back, and here comes Stevie Colton.
4 on 2. Take it to him. Take it to him.
Clip.
That's it. Take it to the big fella.
He did. All right, now here's a look back at Albert King. Now watch this. There's one dribble.
Okay. Pick it up.
Doesn't move his pivot foot, and just says, well.
Well, let's go again.
Yeah.
Robinson shooting 2.
That's strong.
Yes.
Good work by Charlie Stopak and our tape people, our cameramen.
Your mom and dad. Thank everybody. That's
Thank
right.
Jane, our AD.
That's right.
It is 78-74 Utah. Cliff at the line with 41 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Terry Durham with a whistle. Let's see
Mark,
what this is
you
about.
can't do that, Mark.
Now, McNamara and Ivoroni were roommates on that championship team. Look at this. Cliff makes the second one. 78-75, 41 seconds left. The Sixers just have to get their concentration back. Ricky Green, who has checked in for Ivoroni. Now Eaton. There's the drive hook. That's a brick. A rebound, Coulter. For Albert, Stevie to Cliff. Cliff around a double screen. Bounces to Mark McNamara. Back to Robinson. Poked and then tipped once. And out of bounds is going to belong to the Sixers.
Good hustle on everybody's part.
But see, they've lost their concentration a little bit. They need to get it back into where they were in the first half, when they played extremely well.
Well, when Maurice comes in here, nice play, nice pass, get in there.
Pass.
Great pass. When Maurice comes in the start of the fourth quarter, he's going to have to settle them down and get the plays and get the ball into people's hands when it should be put in their hand.
4 seconds left to play in the period. Ricky, no.
Get out of there.
Slapped out, and it's over. The third quarter is history. The Jazz 78, the Sixers 77. We'll be back right after these messages. Emma Horner of Philadelphia. She picks Tim McCormick, who obviously is not with the ball club, so I'm going to let Steve pick a player in a minute, to score the first 76er points in the fourth quarter. If she's right, she wins a Sony Watchman and a 76er starter jacket. Either way, Emma, you're going to receive a 76er starter jacket courtesy of Miller Lite, Neil Funk, and Steve Mix. Who do you select?
Cliff Robinson.
All right, Cliff. To enter the Miller Lite fourth quarter shootout, simply send in on a postcard the name of the 76er you think will score first in the fourth quarter of each televised game, along with your name, address, and telephone number too. Miller Lite, WPHL TV. Fourth quarter shootout, P.O. Box 7775, Philadelphia, PA 19101. We go to the fourth. Who'd you pick?
Cliff Robinson.
Jeez,
I just said it a minute ago.
Well, I know.
Cliff Robinson. That's my
retention
guess.
is not that long. Jazz with the first possession, leading by 1. Over the screen, Griffith, no, and McNamara the rebound.
This is the lineup that the Sixers were able to take advantage of. Take the ball inside and do the things you have to do to get an easier shot.
Vrains, here's Albert. He fires off balance, missed that, and the rebound run down by Ricky Green. He didn't get squared up again. Blocked by Albert. Here they come running. Kohler. 3-on-2 behind his back. He'll pull it out. Now swings it baseline to Cliff. Back to McNamara. Goes up, blocked inside by Turpin. Green to no, and a whistle. Griffith went sailing in, and the foul is going to be charged.
Vrains is going down the middle right now. He jumps over Kohler. Vrains goes up. Just misses.
He actually got him after the shot.
Yeah, it's Griffith's forward motion that caused the foul, that caused Danny Vrains to foul Darrell.
Mark McNamara comes out. Charles Barkley, Vrains, Robinson, Coulter, and Albert King right now.
That was a good move on Maddie's part. That puts some pressure now on Utah's defense, because now you have Charles Barkley who can score, Cliff Robinson who can score, Albert King who can score, and you also, and that now, who is Mel Turpin going to guard?
Now it's 80-77, Jazz by 3. Coulter at the point, and he'll run the offense. Here comes Albert around the screen set by Barkley. Two-man game, dumps it back to Charles. Back to Albert, he's wide open, fires the jumper and scores.
Emma, I'm sorry. I picked Cliff.
Well, you just talked about the 3 guys who are scorers, and Albert, of course, a streak shooter, as we saw the other night. Here's Turpin, jump around the rim and on. Tapped out and kept alive by Danny Brains into the hands of Steve Colder to Charles. Holy jam! And a foul. Oh, did he? I'll tell you what. He shifted gears about 3 feet from the basket.
Yes.
Now watch this.
Well, Griffith flies by, thinks he's going to knock the ball out of his hand. Here comes a round mound of pizza pie over. Doesn't bother him one bit.
Turpin got there, but Charles was going about 90 miles an hour by that time. 81-80, Sixers in front by 1 by 2. 82-80 with 10:25 left for your game. Charles is perfect at the line, 7 of 7, and has 30 points in the game.
Foul called on Albert King for holding Darrell Griffith.
Personal foul charge number 17, Albert King. Picks up his 2nd personal foul, 2nd penalty.
Albert had a little conversation with Joey Crawford and said, oh, okay. This is Ricky Green against Steve Coulter. Outside Bailey and knocked it down, but I'll tell you what, Frank Layden,
Frank
again was
happy with that one.
Not with the shot selection. Frank was like upstanding. Charles thought about it. They isolate him again. Now Coulter's wide open. 15-footer. Bingo.
Nice shot, Steve.
Less twice, Charles has gotten the ball to the open man.
Well, he waited very nicely. He could have taken the shot right away when he caught it, but he waited for the double team by Ricky Green, and he was able to hit Steve Coulter for the easy shot.
Inside, poked away. Charles went diving to the floor, trying for the intercept, and then the ball bounced inside and out of bounds. Stockton comes back in. Now, when they put Stockton in, and/or when they have Ricky Green, really, they like to push the ball up. This is Bailey. For Eaton, back to Bailey. Bangs in it.
Oh, he called a block.
And a block. Bailey went down hard. Charles is going to...
Charles Barkley, foul number 4.
Well, the ball goes into Eaton. Cliff comes back to double. Throw Bailey goes off. It was a nice pass by Mark Eaton.
And Charles
is called for the block.
His 4th. Cliff Robinson comes off. And Mark McNamara comes on as Bailey rolls the first one in. So both coaches right now, Steve, juggling their lineups, trying to find just the right matchup, I guess.
And that's what Matty's going to have to do. He's going to have to find the matchups that are going to work in order for them to win the game.
84-83, Sixers by 1 as Bailey misses the second. 9:30 left. We got McNamara back in there after Eaton made the easy pass at the baseline the last trip down for Utah. There they go again. Now this is Charles. He wheels, looks, fires, scores.
Barkley.
And he's asking for the foul, but I don't think he was going to get it.
32 in the game.
Not a bad night.
He hasn't had a bad road trip.
No.
37-16 boards in his last outing.
Ooh, Danny Brains drilled him.
Hold him, no shot.
Oh, here we go.
Now they should have had it.
I got you. Charles, get the hell out of here. I'm saving you some
Frank
money.
Layden comes racing to the end line and now trying to calm people down.
Foul charge number 20, Danny Brains.
The foul is on Danny Brains.
Foul number 2.
Let's take a look at this. There it is again. It all happened prior to that, though. I mean, there was a lot of pushing and shoving about 5-6 seconds prior to that when Karl Malone was at the top of the key, was able to go down. There was a lot of push and shove at that point.
Now let's see if Malone calls for the ball this time. Nope. Hansen side. No, and Charles snaps down the rebound, and Coulter will walk it up. The Sixers in front by 3.
Set the tempo.
Just be patient here. A lot of time, 13 on the shot clock. There's the same play. Right side, two-man game. Now Charles and
illegal defense.
They got what they wanted.
Yep.
Stockton down below the free throw line.
And Manny's got Albert King and Charles Barkley on the same side of the floor.
It's going to be a technical, so they'll shoot it. And then get a clean 24.
Right.
Look at Frank Layden. He's had a few pizzas.
Mel Turpin's twin.
Well, I didn't say that, Charlie did. Don't get me in trouble now. Kohler misses the free throw. A 4-point Sixer lead, 8:38 left. Danny Drains will inbound sideline left. Now, why are you laughing?
It's funny.
That's the only
Charles
funny
had
thing.
a good line. It was
It's the
funny.
only funny thing Charlie has said this whole road trip. Kohler. Now Charles,
by
and they
himself.
isolate it. Yep. And he lost
Oh,
it.
he lost it.
Yeah, you run that ISO, but you can only do it so much. And I'm wondering if Utah isn't going to wear it out after a while. They've gone to either Charles or the two-man game on that right side.
Oh, he walked with it. Good call, Terry.
Terry Durham with the call. And Steve Mix now officiating as well as doing color. And
Well, I was going to sign a 10-day contract, you know, and come out and shoot my little 18-footer. Then they wouldn't allow me to do that, so now I might as well put on the referee's whistle.
you got it.
Okay.
Stevie Kohler. See how patient they are this time. They look the same way. They want to go now. See, now they've read it. Charles drives, scores anyway. Charles scored anyway.
That was a heck of a drive. He got he got drilled by Eaton.
And a timeout's going to be taken by Frank Layden. 88-83, the Sixers in front, back right after this.
13.5% interest rates on Visa cards in America First Credit Union.
See, they read that fast.
America Bay has traditionally been the premier gambling place since the early jazz years in Utah. An exciting menu features foods like smoked salmon and the fastest nachos of them all. Join us at the Greenberg Cafe, 155 West 2nd South, for members and their guests. Michael Corey scores the please.
7:48 left to play for your ball game. 88-83, a 5-point Sixer lead as Utah came in with a 7-5 mark. They were perfect at home, 7-0. The Sixers came in at 4-6, and the Jazz will inbound here. Don't forget, Tom Chambers, the Seattle Supersonics are at the Spectrum on Friday, December 4th. And a nice article on Tommy Chambers in the latest edition of Sports Illustrated.
So, do you want to read about Tom Chambers?
No, not really, but I just thought I'd bring it up.
Okay.
But he will be in the Spectrum on the 4th. Thurl Bailey is 3 for 6, and now
Stop
4
talking
for
about
7.
him. These guys always hit when you start talking about them.
88-84 Sixers. 7:44 left. Bailey makes the second. All right, it's Albert King, Steve Kohler, Mark McNamara, Charles Barkley, Danny Vrains. As the Sixers set up. Now they're going to run it right side again. Albert, little two-man game, goes to Charles. Back, Albert's alone, fires, and rattles it around.
Now, see, that time he was squared up when he caught the ball.
Knocked it down, and it is 90-85. Stockton for Hansen. McNamara leaning on Eaton. They go to a two-man. Eaton rolls up a hook and is fouled by McNamara from behind. That's got to be tough to match up with a guy that size.
Well, it is, but he doesn't do anything when he catches the ball. That's his third shot? Fourth hook shot?
Yeah.
His fourth left-handed hook shot this game.
But
force him to the outside, make him do something different, right?
Yeah,
I mean, he's so big,
how are you going to push him out there?
I don't know.
You got to roll there. 90-86. And he missed the second, and Charles comes away with it. And holds on. Gives it to Kohler, and Stevie glances at Matty. Right now, they want to run as much clock each trip as they can. 90-86. Sixers with a lead. They run the same side of the floor again. Charles quick to the hole, and he's hammered.
Charles looks to get hit all the time, doesn't he?
He's smiling.
Yeah.
Personal foul is charged to Mark 8.
Here's the look. Same side of the floor. Now watch the move.
Bailey hits him. Eaton hits him.
And I think Stockton got it, or Hansen got a piece of him.
And Charles comes out with a smile on his face. Put me to the line.
Charles to the free throw line. A 90-86 Sixer lead. Charles buries that.
Charles Barkley shooting 68% from the free throw line this year.
Yeah, guess what? I'll say it after he shoots his free throw. 91-86, Philadelphia. In the air, good. He is perfect on the night, 8 for 8. That will bring up your average.
He shot about 75 of them the last couple days.
Hansen and Stockton in the backcourt. This is Karl Malone looking for Eaton.
Danny Brains did an excellent job.
There's the entry pass to Bailey. He turns and scores.
Oh, you can't just let him come across there and stand. Get in front of Thurl Bailey. Prevent that pass from getting into that key.
92-88. Now Colder, very deliberate again against Stockton. For Danny Brains. For Charles, a lazy pass, and Brains lucky to save it. 6 on the shot clock. Off the glass scores. Cliff with his 10th field goal and his 22nd point of the game. And as Steve pointed out earlier, they needed offense out of Cliff in the absence of Roy Henson and Timmy McCormick.
Offensive foul, Karl Malone.
Yeah,
Danny Brains did an excellent job. He beat Karl Malone to his spot, and Malone had no alternative but to foul him.
The 4th on Karl Malone. 94-88 with 5:55 left to play in the game. Brains for Cliff. There he is. He does. The jumper missed it short. The rebound, Thurl Bailey. The outlet for Stockton. Runs down the lane. The layup.
He's a nice little guard, isn't he?
Yep. And I'll tell you what, starting ahead of Ricky Green, the veteran. And a timeout taken. And now a near. Now Albert almost got into it, and we nearly had one going here. 5:32 left to play in the game. Back right after this. Yeah, did you get the start of it?
Yeah, Stockton threw an elbow at
Albert
when Albert was trying to set a pick.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely not. Because that, well, if you say that, well, never mind. Just forget it. No. The answer is no. And I'll tell you why after. Just forget it. Okay, trust me.
Trust me.
No, just trust me. Trust Steve. Trust our judgment, please.
We got a final score. University of Utah 93, Colorado 64.
We are back. 5:32 left to play here in the Salt Palace. The Jazz trailing the Sixers 94-90. Neil Funk with Steve Mitch. Boy, we almost had a little
altercation there, yes.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, what happened was Albert King was setting the pick on Stockton. Stockton came off the pick and kind of threw a slight elbow at Albert. And Albert started pointing his finger and wasn't real thrilled about it. But I don't think that would have been a major fight.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know.
Maurice
Albert
Cheeks
might
back
not...
into the game.
Cheeks at the point. Brains. Here comes Cliff.
Take it.
Now he's got Eaton covering him. He goes inside, missed it. The rebound.
There's an elbow. Threw an elbow right there.
Stockton at the top. Malone, and he staggers around the lane.
And a block on Charles. That's 5 on Charles, right?
Yep. Number 5 on Charles Barkley. Now let's see if
here comes Mark McNamara in.
Matt is going to make a change. Well, you got to. There's a lot of time left. 5:09.
5:09 left, yeah.
Malone misses the first free throw. Well, Charles will come off. McNamara checks in. It's Mark McNamara, Cliff Robinson, Albert King, Danny Brains, and Mo Cheeks. Malone, second one. That's going to be short as well. And the rebound to Cliff, and then poked away from him and out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Sixers.
Stockton's one of those pesky little guards that's always getting his hands in the way and doing all the things right for the team that he's playing for. He's like Danny Ainge. You'd hate to play against Danny Ainge, but you like playing with him.
Now Utah, 18 for 28 from the free throw line. Good pass from Cliff. The wide open Maurice
for two.
Sticks it.
Right off the bench.
Good read by Cliff.
Nice pass cross court to Maurice.
Stockton inside. Malone. That's short.
Nice rebound. Nice defense by Danny Brains. Nice rebound by Mark McNamara.
Now see, watch how slow Maurice is going to be. He just
nice method ball up, lulling the defense asleep.
Albert for Cliff. Trap outside. Albert raises up, in and out, no good. Rebound Thurl Bailey, and ahead to Stockton running. 3-on-3. Stockton will wait. Hanson. And a whistle and a foul.
That's a battle under there. Danny Brains
I'll tell you what, that's a
Mark
war.
Malone. Those guys are battling.
Malone to the free throw line. He has 15 points on 6 of 13 from the field. He's 3 of 3 from the line.
It's not 3.
No, I'm sorry. He's 3 of 8. He's 3 of 8. I'm sorry. I take it back. I made one mistake. He had my statistician.
Yeah, it was a statistician. Yeah, I'll give you that one. He had 3 for 3. He was wrong.
96, 91, and he's not been wrong most of the night. Malone makes the second. They are now 20 for 30 from the free throw line. 96-92, a 4-point game. Sixers in front with 4 minutes exactly to play. Maurice at the top. Albert, he fakes, and a holding foul.
Illegal defense on the big fella, Mark Eaton in the middle. Oh, he called it. Yes.
I thought they were going to get Griffith for the hold. They got the illegal defense call first. And Maurice will shoot the technical. And he missed it. Well, we've talked about how important free throws have been on this trip. And they have been key factors. I mean, you hate to single out 1 or 2 or 3, but the free throwing has not been good.
Got him.
Cliff has him posted perfect. Jumper wouldn't go down. Rebound, Karl Malone. Stockton running.
Mark McNamara is hurt.
Turnaround, Bailey is good.
Timeout.
And a timeout taken. 96-94, Philadelphia. We'll be back.
You going to show that replay on how McNamara got hurt? Charlie?
Show broadcast live from center court following tonight's game. Join us on either in the arena or in your car. Don't miss the expanded postgame show as you drive home tonight. With Dave Blackwell and Paul Archie, all on the Jazz radio network at 57 KLUB. November has been designated as Utah Homeless Month. The Jazz encourage you, as the mayor Carl DeVallis at halftime, to aid the homeless by making a contribution to this very worthy program. Volunteers will be waiting at the doors as you leave tonight for the donations to the homeless program. Once again, volunteers will be at the doors as you leave the game tonight.
.335 remaining here for your ball game. 96-94, the Sixers. And Steve, you touched on the fact that it looked like Mark McNamara was shaken up, and Al Domenico was immediately during the timeout out on the floor and taking a look, and it looks like it might be his back.
And Charles Barkley is coming back in for Mark. I don't know what happened to Mark. But I saw him holding his side. He may have caught an elbow or something like that. But anyway, it's time for Charles to come back in with 3:35 to give him just one more guy in to add some scoring punch to the Sixers.
Again, they still have to continue to do what they did in the first half.
Do what they have to, but Charles gives them another alternative.
It is Albert King and Mo Cheeks at guard. Raines, Barkley,
main
and
alternative.
There is Cheeks. They still have Charles working the right side. This is Albert. Free throw line extended left. Now Charles comes to the left side. One-on-one. They got the ISO again. He backs in. Tripled and fires. And
good.
That is going to count, and he'll get to the line.
He slices through that double team as well as anybody I've seen.
Well, he looked at it. Now watch him read it.
Here comes a double or by Griffin.
And then you can see Stockton running at him.
And that was a leap and leaner.
Yep. And he'll have a chance for the three-point play. Charles, 14 field goals, including a three-pointer. And I'll tell you about his free throws after this trip to the line.
Thank you. 10 for 10?
10 for 10 and 39 points for the evening. Griffin drives and scores. Floated one up. You get the baseline like that.
Well, he was able to get by Charles, and Charles looked at Albert King and said, I've got 5 fouls. I can't go over there and cut him off.
99-96 Sixers. Leading the ball. Albert, look, skip pass across the top. Gun back to Cliff. Fakes once. Drive. Hooks. Scores.
Hey, thought I had it. I was going to get back in the action. Nice pressure by Maurice Cheeks.
Do they sign you to a 10-day
Oh, absolutely,
contract? Yeah. Okay. 101-96. And as Steve again touched on, good pressure. And they get the ball back. Maurice. Now watch this. He'll just circle outside. He's going to be very patient. Hey, no hurry. Charles, now look at Eaton. He's not playing anybody. Stockton runs at Charles. Pokes it away and steals. Stockton runs in and scores. And again, you made the point a moment ago. Charles would have liked to have tried to go up with him and block the smaller guy's shot, but he couldn't risk the sixth personal foul. 101-98. They need a good trip here. Albert King for Cheeks. Now Cliff. Cliff fires over. No. The rebound will be saved by Albert King. In the hands of Stockton. Backpedaling is Maurice. He blocked it. Saved.
Nice play.
Saved.
Good hustle on everybody's part. Stockton tried to draw the foul, but could not do it. Maurice did an excellent job of getting back and not fouling him.
Saved by Cliff Robinson, and Maurice brings it up. 1:34 left. Charles spins, goes inside, and a whistle blows. And a foul, he was hit outside.
Prior to the shot.
First foul in the 2-minute period. First in the 2-minute period.
Charles does an excellent job of getting Thurl to go to his left, spins back, goes up for the shot. Fouled a couple times by Mark Eaton, but Thurl Bailey drew the foul initially.
Non-shooting foul. Matty telling his club.
Take him.
They want the spacing. They've got good spacing right now. This is Cliff against Eaton. The bounce to Charles. Charles into the middle. To the left hand. No, but he's fouled again
by Thurl Bailey. He was able to draw that foul because he switched his shot from his right to his left hand, and Thurl Bailey hit him in the left arm. And Thurl comes up limping.
You're like a Mack truck coming in there. And he knows he's going to get doubled.
Yeah.
So Charles for a pair with 1:11 left and a 3-point Sixer lead. 4-point Sixer lead as he makes the first. 102-98.
Don't say anything.
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm not going to touch it. Charles pumps again, good again. He is perfect at the line, 12 for 12. Field punt with Steve Nixon. You know, Cheeks came back in. They calmed
Settled
it
them down.
And they're just running what they want to do. And basically, essentially, what all they've done the last, I'm going to venture to say the last 6 minutes or 7 minutes of this game is go to Charles and then either isolate, clear the side for him, or else go to a little two-man game where he can kick it back out. He did it nicely twice. And other than that, it's just get it to Charles and everybody else get out of the way.
Well, the thing that Matty has is he has either Cliff Robinson feeding Charles or Albert King feeding Charles. Consequently, if Charles is doubled, he's always got the other shooters right there with Charles in case he is doubled. Charles can throw it out like he has for the easy jump shot.
It is 103-98. Charles has had a monster ball game.
Yes.
Mark that down.
Yes, he has.
I mean, not that we didn't. Yeah, right behind us. Guess who's sitting right behind us? Mike Dunleavy, former 76er. Phil Johnson, the only coach, one of the only coaches I got fired. Right?
Well, you haven't announced in Milwaukee yet, so you can't get Mike fired.
Well, no, that's true.
Alan Bristow is down the bench a little bit further.
Got a lot of scouts. Now, Phil Johnson is either tailing me as a detective or something, because he has been at the last 3 games we've played on the road.
If he's in L.A., we know.
Yeah, then we will know for sure. You're exactly right. It is 103-98 with 1:11 left. For the Sixers, Danny Brains, Cliff Robinson, Charles Barkley, David Wingate, and Motique. So Matty's kind of changed it up again a little bit.
Yes, he has. Putting an excellent defensive team in there at this particular time. You know, the Jazz have only allowed 96 points per game.
Best in the league.
Best in the league. Sixers, and who would have thought that without Henson and McCormick that the Sixers would have 103.
There's Stockton driving, and he floats it up high off the glass and scores.
Here comes the double team.
Yep. Wingate got it down.
Set it up, set it up, set it up.
Now they kick it back out. Now watch Maurice. Maurice says,
there you go.
Okay, I'm going to bring it back out.
Let's use the clock.
We'll start it over again. We're under a minute now. Cheeks down the lane. Kicks it off. Charles, the rainbow is good.
Well, when you're hot, keep going to them. 5-point lead for the Sixers with 44 seconds to go.
He has 43, I believe, in the game. There is Griffin for 3. Nope. Charles the rebound. And here he comes. Right by Stockton.
Take it to him. No, set it up now. Set up. Bring it back. They had a 2-on-1. Charles did the right thing by bringing it back out.
Cheeks doubled and fouled.
Foul on Daryl Griffith on the double team.
Right in front of us.
It's a penalty situation.
I don't think that there's any question that our MVP will be Charles Barkley. 105-100, a 5-point lead with 24 seconds left. Cheeks at the line.
And the crowd is starting to disappear now. They're filling the aisles.
Maurice misses heavy off the heel of the rim. Has another coming. They can stretch it to 6. Now, Daryl Griffin is a dangerous 3-point shooter. Maurice buries the second one. And a timeout taken. 106-100. The Sixers in front with 24 seconds left to play.
You're right. You're exactly right. 31.
But now with 24 seconds to go, we still have to play defense.
Yep.
And Matty does have his best defensive team in there.
And here's Griffith, dangerous from 3-point land. Nope. They try to wheel it back out. Cliff will run it down and then bring it back out. Griffith got back. Cliff holds and goes to Charles.
Throw it out.
Trying to look. Charles rumbles into the
middle.
There it is.
6 seconds to go.
They space the floor. Spacing is excellent.
And who would have thought?
They got it 1 second. It's over. The ball game is won by Philadelphia, 106-100. And I'll tell you what. Now you're talking a 106-100 win. You leave to go on this road trip, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, we can beat the Clippers, we can beat the
Sacramento,
Kings,
Golden State.
Golden State. you know, the only game that might be a real toughie for us is Utah. They're 7-0 at home. They had
21-point margin of victory over those 7 games. I mean,
had played 3 games in the last 9 days or something, or hadn't played for 3 days, and sitting here waiting. And now you lose 2 of your starters, Henson and McCormick, and you come in here and win this ball game. But they did do one thing, Steve. They not only did they give a good effort, but they did exactly what Matty wanted them to do. That was control the tempo.
Control the tempo. And Matty couldn't stress that enough yesterday at practice. We have to control the tempo. We have to get back on defense. Only for that short period in the third quarter did everything get helter-skelter. Maurice came back, and Stevie Calder did a nice job in the third period after to regain the momentum. Maurice came in and finished it off.
Hey, participating advertisers.
Ataque con Fasaulo,